Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Sidra Kennedy, and as you can see it on screen, host, name up under it. Anyway, school teachers. Listen to Ring of Fire and they talked about how teachers are leaving their jobs in droves and rather get jobs doing other things and or becoming professors. And the complaints are that they're not getting paid enough. That's usually a complaint. Professors make a lot of money. They do. I mean, you got PhD. That means you can teach higher level stuff or just in general. Okay. So they're not getting paid enough. So it's all about money. That's poor teaching then. That's a poor teacher. It's all about the money. It's not about preparing kids for the future. It's none of that stuff. It's all about the money. Don't worry. I'm going to get into other stuff. I'm just singling things out as I go. So just chill. So, you want someone to teach your kid and be and whatnot just because, hey, they get paid, right? Or do teachers deserve more money? How about the wealthy not deserving so much money? How about stop the price gouging? Stop the pointless inflations. Stop the, all this is public traded crap on Wall Street that controls the prices and others got to catch up and split the difference to us so that we pay more, yada, 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 all that crap. Well, here's the thing. Teachers do work hard. Lesson plans all day, all night. They got to know how the kids are going to respond to stuff. Teachers got a lot to do. And they just want more money. That's it. More money. It'll help you stay where you are. Hey, why don't you form up some unions? Damn if the school allows you or not. You grown ass people. Form your unions, your unions. Do that. Y'all are in charge. School needs you. You don't need the school. Come on. Where's your gumption? Who needs who? That don't mean need to be a bully about it. It means it gives you the ability to fight back properly. About who needs who. The school needs you, because without you just got a bunch of kids going into class being unmonitored and all this other stuff. So yeah, they need you. Form up, do what's right. And you let everyone know you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be part of this union, you're going to do right. And if it's all about the money, then what's the point of you? You're meaningless at that point. I'd rather have a great teacher that'll work for little money than a suck teacher that want all the money. I'm just saying. It just makes sense to me. I want a good teacher. That's what I want. Someone that can be innovative and keep the children's attention span, onto the topic, because children got goldfish brain just like their adult counterparts. It happens. And there's various reasons why. Some don't have an issue. They just don't care. Some, they might have, some attention span deficiency issues, and it happens. And, whether it's medication or they just need something that is, ear catching to be eye catching to be mental stimulus retention. There's a lot of stuff. But then let's go to the next big picture. Let's say you give them some money. You give them the tools they need instead of them working 12 and 14 and 16 hours for little to no money in comparison, because they can't live that middle class life. They got to live, the bum life, and they got to come out of pocket for every iota of material that they use. So that's not incentive to stay there. But let's say you give them the money and all this and that. Okay. They got everything. They got the money. The government would not pay for the materials. They make an items list and the school gets it. The school updates with computers and stuff and information. The children can even fact check the teachers and improve what is and is not learned. A lot of stuff can happen. Okay, fine. Let's say you got everything and more. The other reason why a teacher would stop being a teacher, they would just leave. They would just give up because they waste their time. Their time is wasted. They spend hours planning, hours teaching. Let's just set this for regular school, not COVID times. You're going to have 28 to 32, sometimes 36 kids per class, 6 classes a day. That's a lot of children basically you might as well be on Broadway teaching this, because you're doing the same thing over and over. The same quality, the same everything, and not every kid is going to get it the exact same way. Just like on Broadway, not everyone in that audience is going to understand what you're trying to do, say, or portray the same. They'll see something somebody else see, but nobody in class or in that audience on Broadway is going to actually ask questions, because if they do, they're probably going to get shunned and shamed. So they stay quiet and they stay uninformed and they don't understand things, which leads into the next thing that is conjoined with this, which is why they waste their time. They waste their time because even though they teach these kids everything, the kids literally unlearn it. They unlearn it. They go out and they hang out with their friends that don't know anything. Whether, I don't care if it's Zoom, Skype, or just like, hey, I don't care about this COVID thing. We're gonna go and friends are gonna hang out and spread COVID and stuff. Okay, so they got it. They learn it from school. They go to their friends that don't know anything, unlearn it. Your. No, let's not go with that. No one knows the difference. So instead of saying your or your, people just say your. They might as well just Y-O-R-E. Might as well just, that should be it. Just, yeah, Y-O-R-E. Your. Just do it that way. That way it won't make a difference. You need context to figure out if it's directional or if it's ownership. You're a dumbass. Like, I don't own dumbass unless I own you, but I'm against slavery, so that ain't happening. So the teacher has to go and see that everything they teach is thrown out the window without a care. Literally give you a bucket of water while you're thirsty, go to the window, throw it out, look at the teacher, say, you just messed up. And the teacher's drinking, water. Like, how did I mess up? I gave you what you need. You threw it out. And then the person said, look, we in the world where nobody cares about water. When you go out there in the real world, no one cares about water. And then the teacher's got this to back up that claim, if that's what's going on, if it ever happens. What do the children have as an example? Because the children throw this stuff out. There are no parents to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? My daughter, she gets online, she gets on the computer, and I see that letter U, letter R, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Ooh, She starts laughing and stuff, and I'm like, show me the difference. Show me the difference. And the first time she was able to do it. Second time, she didn't know apostrophe. She didn't know none of that. Yeah, I shunned her. I was like, so you're just gonna be dumb, right? You don't care about everything you learn. You learn the sentences, you learn the structure, you learn contractions, you learn all this stuff. The only contraction that you might ever get would be labor pains. That's a terrible situation. I said, what is wrong? Your teacher spent, I said, you've been learning this for 2 years. 2 years. Now you're not learning it anymore because you should have it in head by now. When you write, you should be typing it so that you can know the difference. I'm like, you haven't been sniffing lead or anything like that. You haven't been licking leg. You haven't been around asbestos. You haven't done any of that stuff. You don't have the excuse. But you get online with your dumbass friends and you don't learn anything. They literally unteach you. And as I tell her, my job as a parent is to make you decent for society. But then I told her, I said, but I got to actually think about it. I actually got to think about it. How can I prepare you to be decent for society when society isn't decent? That's the other thing that teachers are. That's defeating right there. Hey, children, be model citizens. Go out into the world where nobody that's a citizen, that's a grown adult, is a model citizen. You see it on TV. You want to see that crap? Watch Stargirl. Man, I do a review on that. I'm gonna burn that TV show down because I only cared about the villains, and that is wow. Stargirl. When I think about it, I don't know. I think that was kind of perfect. I think it was kind of perfect. I'll just, if y'all want to hear my review on Stargirl, yeah, just request it. I'll get it done. I'll probably do it alone. I don't know, but teachers don't have any incentive to teach. They don't have the money for all the work they do. Then all the work they do is thrown out the window, and it's supported by other adults their age or older that go out and say, hey, we need to be for this country. Everything is patriotic. We're for you, but don't expect us to do anything. You got to do it on your own. And then when we cause your pain, we're going to skip town so we don't have to deal with the crap we caused. And then we're going to blame you for everything that's bad is happening. Zero accountability. Zero accountability in a world like this. This is terrible. You know, you need to be an advocate for your child. Watch what they do. Shun and shame them when they go and do something stupid. Because it's one thing you want to take a shortcut because you're typing, his computer, his internet. I get that. I get that. But then when it becomes your way of life, that's where you done messed up. When you take a shortcut just to LOL and it's funny because it's dumb and you're just trying to get it out the way, and then you start becoming that, you have messed up. As I tell my daughter, movies and TV shows are to imitate life. That's why you see people do some of the dumbest stuff up there. But the problem is people are now imitating the movies and TV shows. So when you mock the things that are mocking you, you have reached an all-time low of stupidity. That's what I tell her. So when you see these little viral videos of people doing stupid stuff, they might have some screws loose, but some of them are trying to do stuff because why care? LOL, YOLO, all this other stuff. Teachers have no incentive to teach because there's nothing worthwhile. It's just going to be thrown out the wall, the door, the window. It's going to be thrown overboard with the anchor of the ship. Because, you know, when the ship gets to ground, we don't need to stop. We're trying to go forward, baby. We're going to wreck this ship and everybody on it. But hey, we never stop trying to get forward. Sometimes you got to see the land that's coming and say, we need to chill and think of a new strategy. And when teachers can't think of a new strategy, and when adults are being as stupid as they are, because they want to be racist and panic and do stupid mess, protect their own, be in their tribe, say stupid stuff, act worse, and then blame everybody else. I've got no hope. I've got no hope. It takes more than 1 to 10 people doing the right thing to, you know, quell the stupidity of 10 million people doing stupid things. It really does. People get shunned for trying to help. People get shamed for just not looking normal, whatever the hell that truly is. People need to get shunned for being stupid. You know, yeah, videos go viral, but it's got to happen before that, don't you think? Don't you think it's got to happen before that? When they start doing stupid stuff and thinking stupid things and doing stupid stuff, say, wait, well, you know, like my daughter, I'll tell her, like, hey, what you doing? I'll ask that, what you doing? And I don't know. Well, if you don't know what you're doing, then why are you doing it? If you don't know what you're doing, then why are you doing it? I don't know. And I'm just like, what happened? And so, you know, I'm like, look, you got to know what you're doing when you're doing it. I know you can't monitor that mess all the time. Sometimes you just got to snap into action. And I tell her that. Sometimes you just got to snap into action, do what you got to do. You ain't thinking about what you did, how you did it, but, you know, you got the results. They're positive and all this. Sometimes your intentions are good, but the results don't come out good. So pause sometimes. You know, if your life ain't in danger, if you're not in a rush, hey, pause, chill, think about it. Slow down. Don't be in a rush to get messed up. That's dumb. Don't be in a rush to get hurt. Chill. Maybe leaping off this 200-foot high cliff isn't the right thing to do. Yeah, you saw it in the show, but that doesn't mean you're going to have those powers. Think about it. Do a dry run. Don't jump off a cliff. Run and just jump. Lay horizontal in the air as you drop and scrape yourself on the ground. You will live. You'll feel dumb. You'll look dumb. You're going to hurt. You're going to sting. Hey, we'll clean everything out. But you learned the lesson. You can't fly. And you learned it safely. And yeah, that got a pop out of her. She was cracking up laughing. And she was just like, okay. So then she started chilling and doing things. And then she spent about half a day with her friends. And then that just went out the window. And that went out the window. No, my daughter hasn't done anything like trying to fly or anything. It just, what she was going to do is put her, she's going to put something we got from restaurant, put it in the microwave, and it had foil on it. And she wasn't thinking about it. She was like, I'm hungry. I just want to get my stuff warmed up. And so when I said, hey, what are you doing? And she's like, I want to warm this up. And I said, don't put that in there. It's got foil on it. And she looked at it, paused. I know. I said, if you knew, then why were you not going to take the foil out? I said, and I told her, I ain't got time to see and try to prove to you what you already know. That's an insult to my intelligence. And all of that stuff is going to piss me off. Take the foil out. Just take the foil out. I'm going to, geez. And I got to give the whole, hey, you want us to get that smart mouth, yada, yada, all that stuff. And I'm like, instead of doing this and causing problems, you know what you need to do? Think. Think. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Look around a little bit. See what you're doing wrong. These are things that teachers don't get the chance to teach. They don't. And it would help for teachers to teach these kind of things. So then when the parents teach these things, there's kind of a double whammy effect there. It's like, hey, man, the teacher said it and my parents said it. I don't limit my kid, but I don't want my kid to be an idiot. Because if I'm too disabled or something to help or be around her, or she does do things and she gets good when she gets older and she gets her job or a career or whatnot and she move out, I can't let her move out being an idiot. It's like, well, she moved out, but she never learned to not put foil in the microwave. Because everyone knows not to do that, so you don't tell anyone not to do it. Oh my goodness. There's just no reason for teachers to go on. I would just quit. Just quit. Let the kids learn from each other online. The kids can teach the kids as they play video games, do nothing. They'll learn to socialize-ish. Let the teachers be automated robots. Let them do that. That's what, let them do that. Be automated robots. And they just spew out like, look, every day you get these things and they'll tell you how to do the math problem. Of course they'll fail, K1 and K2. They'll fail 3rd and 4th grade. 5th grade, they'll start to get what they should have known but they're not going to go to class anyway. There's nobody to hold them accountable, and they just don't go to class. They don't do anything. And then somehow these uneducated people are going to eventually get to be in the government. And when they get in the government, they're not going to know how to hold back or say or do the right things, not for the money, but just for the people. Instead, they'll be in there and they'll say stuff like, don't be a wimp and, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and things like that. And then they'll say stuff like murder the gays because my friend said gays are bad, and don't be vegan or don't be a vegetarian because my friend said that meat tastes good. Instead of giving one of those a try or being, an omnivore, it's like, no, you're just bad. And then look at them and say, you're saying it's bad, but you're eating a salad right now. And there's not one iota of meat in it. And then they're like, I like salads, whatever. God damn. Only in America.